What's up, my fellow football fans? Here we are back in Wembley today. We're going to see England face Denmark today. They're playing at home. Yesterday, we got a good game, Spain versus Italy. Italy was able to overcome the Spanish challenge. They didn't really see much of the ball throughout the game, but they were able to get it done in the penalty kicks. Today we see England-Denmark, and it's a little bit different. Yesterday was a bit of a 50-50 game. Today I think everybody's going to look at this England side, the kind of talent they have, and I think people are going to be fancying England for this match. But I've already done a preview for the game. Right now I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to talk a little bit about the sides. They've already been announced. There haven't really been many changes. Actually, Denmark is going to keep the same lineup they've had so far, and it's not surprising. I mean, they've been playing fantastic football. You know, they've overcome the problem with Eriksen's injury in the beginning of the tournament and have been able to bounce back. So you have the same side: Schmeichel, Christensen, Kjaer, Vestergaard. In midfield, Delaney and Højbjerg. That's really the heart of the side. Melee, who's been playing very well as left wing back, and then Larson, and then in attack, Damsgaard, Dolberg, and Braithwaite. I think Dolberg will be the biggest challenge here. Dolberg, the who's going to be playing as number 9, who's going to be playing as the center striker. Now, for England, almost no changes, and Southgate, I think he does well in keeping the 4-5-1 formation. It suits England. It's essentially the same team that faced Ukraine and played the best football and got the best result that England has gotten so far in this European Championship. The big change is Saka comes in for Jadon Sancho, and I think that's a little bit surprising. I think that's a little bit surprising because Sancho was so good. I was half expecting to see Sancho stay in the team, and I was hoping to see Sancho again today. I think he was actually the most electric, the most exciting player for England, except perhaps Harry Kane in the last match for England. So I was expecting to see Jadon Sancho play today. We're not going to get Jadon Sancho from the get-go. I do think because of his performance in the last match, he will probably get some minutes later on in the game, but we will see Saka. Saka comes in for Jadon Sancho. He picked up a knock in the round of 16, but he was doing well. So before that, he's a very talented player as well, don't get me wrong, and he's had a fantastic season with Arsenal. I would still prefer to see Sancho, perhaps because I saw more Dortmund games last year, and he's been fantastic for Dortmund. But Saka is also a very good option, obviously. And Southgate seems to have this team in his mind. The players that he trusts. Jadon Sancho doesn't. He's not really quite a part of that yet, even though he's very good. But Saka, I think he's a good option as well. Phil Foden, again, he's going to be on the bench. Let's look at the benches real quick. There's not really much to talk about on Denmark's side, and that could be really a big advantage for England if this goes to extra time, because they have a lot more options on the bench, a lot more quality players that can come in. The biggest option for Denmark, Poulsen, who was a starter at the beginning of the tournament but has lost his place to Dolberg. But for England, you have obviously I say this every time, but the amount of England, the amount of talent that England has at its disposal is just insane, with Jadon Sancho, Phil Foden, Bellingham, Kieran Trippier, Marcus Rashford, Henderson, Grealish. It's never ending. It's so much talent for England. So Southgate England will certainly have an advantage if this goes to extra time. But look, the big thing here, this is not just about who has the better individuals. If this were about who has the better individuals, England would have already won. It's not just about that. It's about who has the better team and who plays better, who wants it more. And I think Denmark can be real competitive. They've been, especially in the last 3 games or so, they've been fantastic. And I think they can give England a run for their money. But that's it for now. Enjoy the game, and I'll see you guys soon.